American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Stand and look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that?
A fight for the right to be number one. It's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top two teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the Denver Broncos as they get set to match up against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. They go play action here on first down. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Back to throw. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is Freeman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll set up to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Let's go!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now the pitch to Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they tried to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
To throw now on first down. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Hankins in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. So the Broncos coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post.
Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They're going to look to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now it's Freeman, and he stopped immediately there. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin by heading up to Heinz Field, where we check in on the AFC North action between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it's the visiting Washington Redskins who have the lead in that one. The Skins trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The fullback Janovich on the handoff. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Let's go! White 90!
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Let's go!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. T.Y. McGill. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is the fullback, Janovich, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On the give, this is their fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Back to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Denver, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.